Hello, hello. Welcome to another ESP to stream. This is my market update. It is 12:30 p.m. Wednesday, 17, 17th of May. Uh, I don't have actually anything here to say other than this is a really, really terrible market. Really hard market to trade. All the weakness, the underlying weakness in this market is unbelievable. The risk in the loan side is unbelievable high. The VIX is very low. The risk is not being reflected in the VIX. We have another non-excess, man. Just look at just look at let's take a look at this. Right, another non-excess here, non-excess 517 low, which add more weakness to the market. Maybe the most important thing could be from today could be that the spike has been rejected. This spike has been rejected. Lower prices have been rejected. But the way how this market has traded was, during B and C, this market was dead. There's nothing here. And then something came, I guess President Biden was scheduled to say or to do something. He has a press conference, and then boom, we have this spike to the upside. It was met with selling from this high. Not a good level though. The high odds this high had been taken when that happened. Value went to higher to lower, from overlapping to higher to overlapping to overlapping to lower to overlapping, and now it's overlapping to higher again. And this is a tremendous amount of uncertainty. Um, Value overlapping to higher indicates the direction of the movement. Um, During this period, when the market was sold at the opening and took, this was a trade. It's easy on hindsight. It's easy on hindsight to see. Now I took the overnight inventory out, overnight long inventory out. What I believe at the time, it was that this spike here, this level, this high coming very close from this high, um, didn't take the stops from these periods 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here in this area here, right? Did took care of those ones. Also, when B rallied here, I thought this was a good chance for all of these shorts, to get out of the market, to get out and, you know, cut their losses, cut the losses on even close positions with a small gain. Um, but doing that actually creates or gives the market some weakness, mm, which is why I didn't see anything to the upside here. But what the market is doing here, the market has taken yesterday's high out. It's coming from, this market was bought from overnight POC. We got this level from yesterday, another 2000 here. The only big one. Why somebody, if I see something big, I question why whoever does it would let me see what they're doing, right? I get that. And now this market is having a breakout to the upside with low volume here. Um, it is incredibly hard for me. It would be incredibly hard for me to take a long position here. We were checking these 50s in the morning. You know, we were talking about how this could have been the culmination of a trade that took this high, the intraday highs from yesterday, and that was the trade. Once these highs have been taken, the trade is over. Once this spike happens, that trade is over. And what's the next one? I don't know. For me at least, the best thing to do, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything with this market. The risk I perceive is extremely high here. Uh, from the intraday, from the weekly, daily, and monthly charts, what we have is very narrow range, very tight range here. Weakness in the lower side, weakness in the upper side, inside bar in the weekly. Where is the weekly? Weekly high. This is the weekly high. That would represent taking this high out. Very narrow range. The daily is breaking out of this trend line that we identified in the morning. And there's a breakout to the upside. Now this could, I'm not saying nothing here. This is still in range 3, 6, 9, 10-day range now. Breaking out this range would be taking the 4170, which is this one out, which happens to be also a weekly. Happens to be also this one. Um, as I say, I don't want to know. I don't have nothing to do. I don't want nothing. I don't want to know anything about this market. I'm not interested at all right now. Not interested at all. Maybe it's my bias. Maybe I have too much bias to the downside that is not letting me see the opportunity. Maybe. Remember, I guess I have these ones. I have it here in my background. And I got this in my background. No, the upper side 53 is where we are now. We're taking this high. We're taking yesterday's high out. Above this we have inventory, small inventory here, small inventory, a strong selling here around the 40. What is this? 68, something like that. And maybe this area here. This firecracker potential has played out, but I don't have anything here. Now this market has zero confidence in the thing that is doing it. Um, the fact, for example, that this market make this big spike here and then boom come down to the side, it's just going back and forth, back and forth. That thing that's happening there right now, this could be a short squeeze, but I don't know what is going on here. So, I mean, any news? There's no news, nothing there. And it's having upside continuation. It has a breakout of this day. Breakout of this day as well. Let's see what it does here. The potential destination could be maybe this weekly high. But who knows, right? You got the gap here at 40.80. I don't know, man. This is crazy. As I say, maybe I'm too biased to the downside here. No, it's not letting me see anything. Um, I have seen before when you have this kind of biases, when because there are traders that are shorting, 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 shorting because of the weakness. When the break finally comes, it could be a big break, but the traders have been shorting the market for so long and being stopped out so many times that now that the break happens, they just don't believe what they are seeing, right? Because they have tried so many times before that now I'm not going to do this. This market is going to be bought again. Somebody's going to be the markets. They are going to buy the dip, and it doesn't happen. It just keeps going lower, lower, and lower because they are tired. Well, they are tired. They don't make the mental adjustment on time. Now, this high, pretty close to this high. Breakout, test, breakout, look above of the three of this 3 day, 1, 2, 3 day range. But the most important would be this one, was the weekly. The daily is this. Look above and fail. Did it fail? It didn't fail. We were talking in the morning though. We talk about something in the morning, right? We talk about a possibility, just a possibility, that this market, this spike to the downside could have been a look below and fail, which targets the opposite side of the range, right? But the trade, what happened here in between is it really, really tests your conviction. Well, having this kind of loss, I will never go long with a market that has this kind of loss. Because this kind of loss actually, what they actually do is limit the upside extension or whatever's happening here. But traders don't care. Like they just blindly buy here. They don't know the risk they are taking, that this market is taking. The tremendous amount of risk that is in the buying side here. I would rather say no, okay, no, okay. Remember, price advertise, time regulates, and volume confirms. The fail, the exit, the success or fail of the advertised opportunity. We have another breakout here. We have another breakout here. Have a non-excess, I mean, a non-revisited prominent overnight POC from this day here, from the 11th, yes, here. Above that, we have a gap. No, the gap is way ahead, where the market also has a very or a non-revisited prominent overnight POC. But this is too far back. This is too far back. From the second, that's 2 weeks ago. The 11 is 1 week ago. Still, I mean, I don't see too much. There's no volume here on this day. But traders are using, seems that they are using all these reference to move the market. Just trading money here. Very uncertain market. These are the times. These times are you will see a lot. Oh, I saw a lot time a lot when we have this kind of markets. A lot of old traders, experienced traders, seasoned traders, veteran traders are having problems now. Because they can tend to have to take some time to adapt to the new market conditions. They're always adapting, always evolving. New traders, momentum traders, they just trade one thing, right? momentum. We're going to the upside, let's buy it. We want to the downside, let's sell it. Nothing else. The success rate is very low. You can make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money one day and lose twice that amount the next day because it gives you false sense of confidence. Now, after this movement, for example, big upside break, taking the stops here, downside, fail, buying from POC. I mean, how in the world I am going to go long here? Right? But now the next thing I see is breakout of the previous day range. I mean, there's something there, right? But boy, is the risk that I perceive in this market is just too high. It's just too high. Or maybe I am not really or I'm not capable of making the mental adjustment here yet. Right? This high has been taken as well. Breakout, breakout, breakout. What's the next one? I think the next one is the most important one. This one, which is the weekly. Gosh, this unbelievable. Because it's dropping, mix is below 17 now. I'm just watching this market rally, man. Not doing anything here. 31, 48, 39, 48, 44, 49, 48, 61. Boy, gosh, man. Tell me if you have made any trade here. Anybody? Are you long? The thing here, you know, regarding trade, being capable of doing a mental adjustment. There's one trade here. Huh? This was two trades here today. One trade taking the overnight inventory, you know, placing somewhere short here, somewhere stops right at the opening, or a couple ticks below the A high. And the other trade is this one. Wait, oh, this one here. Okay, the other trade is this one. Why is this? This is location because this is a breakout of the daily. Remember, we got inside bar, inside another inside bar. Perfect balance. Go with the breakout of the balance. The inside bar, where's the daily? Where's the daily? Is this the daily? On the weekly. Inside bar, inside another inside bar. Go with the breakout of balance. The weekly is still inside, right? There's nothing has changed in the weekly. There's change on the daily. Nothing has changed in the weekly yet. Okay, but the daily has a breakout of the inside bar. Remember, we could qualify this as an inside bar Also, as I look below and fail, also a day with a downside spike. Very short though. Okay. All those three could have been. Look below, targets the opposite side. This is the end of this trade of yesterday. Look below and fail, targets the opposite side. The spike, rejection of the spike means rejection of lower prices. Prices have went too low and have been rejected. I was not able to do anything here because how close these are to each other and how close these two are to each other. The other, as I say, the other trade could have been this one. You know, this is when the market finally is taking this high out. Finally take this one out. Let's go with this trade. What the stop is here? The stop is, but it has to be really tight for me, from my point of view. As soon as the market takes this low, this level back, okay. Now this period has started to take one tick or two ticks below, and that's it. No more. This level has been repaired, and that's my stop. Right? That has to be the stop. Now this market is very long here, very long. I believe this is the resolution of all of these shorts here. All of these short, very wide POC. These shorts are being squeezed now to the upside. We talked at how wide POCs tend to attract the market back and forth a couple times. It happened today, right? It happened. The market came back and forth through POC, through that wide POC, like 4 times today. We never know when that's going to happen. It could happen the very same day. It can happen next day or down the road. But it has good odds of coming back to recheck. Unfortunately for me, well, I am just watching it. I'm not going to chase. What I see here is I missed the trade. I'm not going to chase this market. If you see some spike, I believe this is some a spike is some kind of like violent movements to the upside. Boom, boom, boom. That's short covering. Volume is increasing. It seems like finally it's going to be a little bit, could be maybe the same, a little bit higher. Has been increasing, volume has been increasing. It was -7 at the opening. Previous period was -1. Short cover. This level is history. This level as well is history. This level is history. Friday, we have Chairman Powell speaking. What time? 11 a.m. on Friday. Okay? The market never test settle. It took back. Oh my God! Look at this, man. This is a big squeeze to the upside. The next trade could be coming here. This is weekly high here. But I mean, how do how can I do something? It's very frustrating, though. Very frustrating. One can't believe there's a lot of retail here. There's a lot of craziness in this market going on. Maybe it has to do something as well with what Elon Musk is saying. There's a lot of Elon Musk in the news now. It seems like this market is being carried out by a couple of companies. All of this movement, and still inside this that inside the inside weekly bar. I want to see what the bigger time frame does here. If there's any problems here, it could be up here. I remember this was this the day? Yeah, this was the day that has really high volume. This upside was met with high volume to the downside. High volume here as well. Boom. I mean conviction, right? The selling has conviction here. The selling has conviction here. Now it's getting closer to this week again. All right, it is 1 p.m. What's happening in the other markets? Gold has recovered. Has a good recovery. Bonds are going lower, man. That's another debate there. The pressure in the bond market is still there. That market, and the thing is that is falling, is breaking, in such a way. This is going really slow, really slow. Dollar is rising after a while, though. Mhm. What's happening? Okay, this is super crazy. At 1, 2, 3 distributions, very elongated market, very narrow profile, so very narrow profile here, very narrow here. High volume here. volume is changing. I'm not going to chase this one. I don't care how far this market goes. I'm not going to chase the market. This was the opportunity that I didn't take. Maybe break out of this daily range testing. Up we go. There was nothing here. I say nothing here. Only this counteraction to overnight inventory and this breakout. Very low market. Very short time frame trading here. Did you see? Did you see how the market moved with these little pieces of news out there? There was a huge movement yesterday, for example. Yesterday, the market was somewhere here, and then boom to the downside. The market was down here, and then boom to the upside. You know? Can you see what's happening with the market? A tremendous amount of uncertainty and risk this market has. You may have a winning position. We were talking in the morning about, this was a good trade, counteraction. The objective of the counter, the objective of the trade was, to me, could have been just POC, yesterday's POC. It was very wide. Any downside extension is extra. And the thing is, when you see the market in your favor by 10, 15, 20 points, so I can take, if I make 10, I can make 20. And then you just see the market coming against you. Very slow here. The market died here. There was nothing here. The market was going higher and nothing here. Market, it just died here. Little piece of news, big spike, selling from this high, and boom, rejection. And then the second time it comes towards that high, takes the high and break out. And look at what's happening here. Very narrow, very. I think this market is super long now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 periods. And even though I have a bias, a negative bias, this market, I mean, you won't give me no money to. I wouldn't beat a cent here to the downside. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to short a market like this. No way. Now, the trade, you know, fail, look below and fail, target the opposite side. Once this side is reached, the trade is over. In the same way as we have directional move here towards this POC, an overnight inventory here, taking profits, right? For the one time this market goes in your direction, there will be way more times the market will just take this one, go a little bit higher, and then rotate. Learn how to monitor for continuation as well. Where are the areas where the market can give us some problems? This is reaching a critical point here. Because this is a weekly breakout actually. Remember that? This is a weekly breakout. What can happen here? Right here. It's a breakout of this level. It can look above and fail, or can break out and have upside continuation out of this very narrow range. Remember the inside day here. But the time frame on this is the weekly. Okay, it's not the intraday, it's a weekly time frame. So the development of that trade can take weeks. It's a different time frame. You need to have more patience on that. The relevance of this level coming from this high or this day coming from POC, exactly from POC as well. This is when it becomes important. Super elongated to the upside one. One, two distributions. God damn. Very, very emotional market. Signs of short covering. Alright. Unless there's any question or comments, I'm going to call it a day. I wish you guys good rest of the afternoon. Stay safe. Okay? Be careful here. Be careful. Don't get too cocky here. You got the profits, put your stops very tight, hedge your positions, or do something. Okay? Don't overstay your welcome. Be very careful about that. Okay. What I'm worried in the lower side, well, this is spike basis. It's history now as well. Non-excess here, non-excess here, mechanical lows here. No, I mean the weakness is unbelievable. I mean, it's astronomical. The risk here to the upside is astronomical high here. Yeah. The underlay layman structure is goddamn so weak. It is so weak to me. All right. It has. This is also for the future. This is also one trade. Right? This week here, this is a weekly low. This one over here. This is a weekly low. You got Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, actually, this is the one. One, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a weekly low. It has look below in the weekly. Huh, I didn't see that. Look below in the weekly. Nah, this is the weekly low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a weekly low. This is a weekly low. This is not a look below on fire. This is a weekly low. Non-axis here, non-axis here. Mechanical, weekly level here. No man, I'm not going to chase this market. Screw that. I'm not going to do anything here. Now the market is looking above the weekly. Okay. The market is looking above this weekly. But remember, this is a bigger time frame. It's looking about the weekly. Let's see if this has upside continuation. What's the next reference in the weekly? This high, the 4200 in the weekly time frame. Look above and fail targets the opposite side of this range. The monthly is still there, hasn't changed. It's a huge, it's a huge breakout. Guys, see the breakout of this thing, of this, what is this trend line? Huge breakout. If there's any problem, I think it could happen here in this area. Let's see if the market takes a while or does something around this high here. This is a very important level, because it's a weekly reference. It's a daily and a weekly reference as well. This was my this was the location of trade. This actually has no, I mean, it's not relevant now. It's over. It's history now. And now it's held back. Look at this. It took 1, 2, 3 hours to market, 6 periods to come up here, and then only one period, a little bit more than one period, 1.5. The market double the distance at this day. Very narrow, very narrow. Yeah. Very emotional. Emotional decisions are usually not good decisions. Okay. Hope you are doing good, man. If you have any questions, please just let me know or comments. Oh, Luis Fernando, here you are. I didn't see you, man. Sorry. Sí, es muy frustrante. Muy frustrante pero esto es market información, MGI, Market Generated Information here. I mean, ¿cómo haces el ajuste mental aquí? Y yo no fui capaz de hacer eso, ¿no? De hacer un ajuste mental de este breakout que está aquí. Porque cuántas veces he hecho, I mean, recuerda esto también. Traders do what works until it doesn't work anymore. Every time the market has came to this any kind of these highs before, the intraday though, not the daily, but the intraday, like this one here, for example, every single time was sold for the last couple weeks, and now they do that again, and guess what? Not this time. This is short squeeze in progress here. And whatever the market is doing a short squeeze, don't you dare, güey, no te atrevas nunca a hacer un short, porque lo que haces es, lo que pasa que le estás, es como echar, querer apagar un fuego con gasolina. Solamente le provees más combustible al short cover. Muy frustrante, un día muy frustrante para mí. No tengo nada, no tengo nada, absolutamente nada. Estoy flat completamente. Y creo que mucho de eso tiene que ver con el bias que tengo hacia abajo, ¿no? Hacia el downside. Ok, mi amigo, espero que estés bien. Ten mucho cuidado con these treacherous markets. Ten un buen día. Enjoy the rest of the week. Thank you, brother. Bye bye.